one thing I tell a lot of people is that the canoe is one of the most efficient modes of transportation for a hunter or an angler, purely because you can fit all your stuff in it and you can carry it literally anywhere. And so when you look at a map, take Superior National Forest, for instance, we're talking about millions and millions of acres. And it's so intimidating when you look at that. You're like, how am I going to get in there? I'm looking at whitetail spots that are 5 miles in the backcountry.
Yeah.
Well, that canoe can literally take you anywhere if you're willing to accept the adventure aspect of it and carry that canoe on your back. It's a lot like mountain hunting, where you can go wherever you have the strength or courage to go to. And that's what's so appealing to me, at least with the canoe, is it's just endless.
What's the appeal to that region?
Well, first off, I think just geographically, it's really unique. It was carved by the glaciers billions of years ago. And so one thing that I like to note when I'm on it, whether it's a fishing trip in the Boundary Waters or hiking or hunting or whatever, is that the topography changes so much. So you'll be paddling along cliff sides, and then all of a sudden you're in a fast moving river, and now you're in a muskeg, and it's constantly changing, which is something that really exciting for me. I find that to be a huge driver.
The canoe gives you the ability to access areas that 90% of people aren't going to be able to touch, because you have the Boundary Waters as a whole. You have people traveling these riverways. Rarely do you have people putting their feet on the ground in that timber. So it's kind of a unique experience in the fact that you're hunting a place that someone might have not been on foot there for quite some time. And you're hunting animals that really are wild.
It's wilderness with a capital W, right? So it's not maintained. It's wild. It's tough country to get into. The other part that's daunting that I spoke about before is that just the sheer size, right? I mean, if you go just as a paddler, it's awe-inspiring how big the Boundary Waters is. You can't even imagine how much space you're looking at. Then add the hundreds of thousands of acres like Peter's talking about when you step out of your canoe, trying to pattern an individual or even just any deer in a place like that is truly challenging. Rewarding, and I think Peter will probably tell you that harvesting a deer in the Boundary Waters is a massive, awesome achievement, but it certainly comes with a lot of homework, research, blood, sweat, and tears.